Have you ever wondered why some people have unusual physical features and extraordinary abilities, but you can't seem to figure out your own superpower? In this video, you'll find out why. Truly, every human body is unique in its own way, with its distinctive characteristics and quirks. Yet, among this diversity, there are individuals whose bodies exhibit extraordinary and rare traits that set them apart from the norm. Get ready to witness the astounding range of possibilities that genetics can offer in this video. Join us as we explore 20 rare features some unique people have. Number 20. Flexible eyeball. There are some aspects of our anatomy that we'd rather not delve into, and the topic of bulging eyes certainly falls into that category. However, we should venture into this unsettling territory for the sake of understanding. First, we must dispel the common misconception that all instances of bulging eyes stem from traumatic head injuries. Surprisingly, some individuals possess the innate ability to relax their eye muscles to such an extent that their eyeballs protrude from their sockets. It's undeniably one of the most cringe-worthy descriptions, but it's a reality. Individuals with shallow eye sockets or a condition known as floppy eyelid syndrome are particularly prone to experiencing this unsettling phenomenon. Some people even report their eyeballs popping out during routine eye examinations. Bulging eyes, whether intentional or unintentional, serve as a stark reminder of the bizarre and sometimes unsettling facets of the human body. They can be a result of intentional eye-popping acts or simply a means to keep eye doctors on their toes, adding an element of surprise during routine examinations. It's a vivid testament to the remarkable and occasionally disconcerting capabilities of our own bodies. Number 19. Sirenomelia. Mermaid syndrome, formerly known as Sirenomelia, is an incredibly rare and serious medical condition. It's so distinct that it stands apart even among the myriad of other medical conditions out there. Sirenomelia manifests in babies who are born with their legs partially or completely fused together, resembling the legendary mermaids of folklore. However, this condition doesn't stop at the physical fusion of limbs. It often brings along a host of additional health complications. Some of these issues include gastrointestinal abnormalities, spinal problems, and even underdeveloped kidneys. Unfortunately, these are among the milder complications that can arise in individuals with Sirenomelia. Tragically, many infants born with Sirenomelia don't survive beyond the neonatal period, as this condition can be fatal in its severity. What adds to the mystery and complexity of Sirenomelia is the fact that, in most cases, its genetic cause remains elusive. Scientists have grappled with this enigma for years, unable to pinpoint a consistent genetic trigger. It seems to strike randomly and without a clear reason, leaving the medical community perplexed. Sirenomelia serves as a vivid reminder of the profound mysteries that still exist within the realm of medicine and genetics. While medical advances have shed light on many conditions, this one continues to baffle researchers, highlighting the depths of the human body's complexity and the ongoing quest to unravel its secrets. Number 18. Polydactyly. Polydactyly, a condition where individuals are born with extra fingers and toes, might sound like something straight out of a dinosaur tale, but it's very much a real phenomenon. Take, for instance, Joandri Hernandez Garrido, who happens to be one of the remarkable individuals born with polydactyly. For him, this condition isn't a curse, it's a blessing. This condition affects roughly 1 in every 1,000 births. However, Garrido is a bit of an outlier in this regard. Many children born with polydactyly don't have perfectly formed extra digits. Yet if you were to glance at Joandri's hands, you might not even notice anything unusual until you start counting. Joandri boasts an impressive total of 24 fingers on his hands and an equal number on his feet. While this might leave the rest of us in awe, there's actually a record holder for the most fingers and toes. A young man in India claims that title with an astounding 34 digits. Granted, these extra digits aren't as perfectly formed as Joandri's, but they certainly grab your attention. Polydactyly serves as a reminder of the incredible diversity of the human experience. While most of us are born with the standard 10 fingers and toes, there are those like Joandri and the record holder from India who possess these fascinating and unique variations. Number 17. Vestigial tail. Our bodies, for the most part, are remarkable. Losing an organ or limb can significantly impact us. However, removing something like an appendix doesn't have a drastic effect. This illustrates human vestigiality, where certain body parts seem to serve no purpose in our modern world. In the past, our ancestors likely needed these organs, although their exact functions remain a mystery. Over time, most of these organs lost their original purpose and became what some call junk organs. A clear example is a rare condition in a child who has developed a tail. The boy's case isn't unique, as most vestigial organs on our planet lack functionality. Even the most knowledgeable medical experts are often baffled by these vestiges, much like they struggle to fully comprehend the purpose of these mysterious body parts. It's as if our bodies are biologically hoarding organs, refusing to let go. Number 16. Heterochromia. David Bowie was undoubtedly a legend known for various talents, including his music and songwriting prowess. However, one of his most distinctive features was his unique aesthetic anomaly, heterochromia. Heterochromia, a medical term for having eyes with more than one color, is the result of a specific genetic mutation. Fortunately, for most people who possess this eye condition, it doesn't pose any significant health concerns. While there are exceptionally rare instances where heterochromia can be indicative of a more serious medical issue, such cases are few and far between. For the majority of individuals with heterochromia, it's a harmless and intriguing quirk of genetics. Moreover, its rarity only adds to its mystique. Heterochromia is more commonly observed in animals than in humans, affecting fewer than 200,000 people in the United States alone. In social settings, heterochromia can even be an excellent conversation starter. Instead of mentioning your penchant for people watching around the office on your dating profile, you could proudly mention this distinctive feature. It's bound to pique curiosity and generate engaging conversations, making it a perfect icebreaker for forging connections. Number 15. Gleeking. Gleeking, to put it quite bluntly, is about as unappetizing as it gets. This ability operates on a somewhat similar principle to how certain snakes can eject venom from their fangs with surprising accuracy over a considerable distance. However, in this case, the focus is on spitting rather than venom. When you gleek, you're essentially projecting saliva from underneath your tongue. The interesting part is most of us have probably experienced gleeking at some point in our lives, whether intentionally or not. It often occurs during a yawn, catching you by surprise as you suddenly find your surroundings adorned with an unexpected spray of saliva. It's admittedly a bit gross. Traditionally, gleeking has been viewed as something unintentional or accidental. However, the world of TikTok and social media has seen a surge of individuals actively training themselves to gleek intentionally in recent times. People are now making conscious efforts to master the art of gleeking, perhaps taking inspiration from snakes and their venomous talents. While it might be tempting to consider this newfound skill as a means of maintaining social distance in today's germ-conscious world, it's not an endorsement for spitting on unsuspecting bystanders. That would be quite weird and unsanitary. So, while gleeking may have an intriguing place in the realm of human physiology, we shouldn't take it to extremes. After all, some things are best left to the serpents of the world. Number 14. Tetrachromacy. Many of us think the human eyes can perceive every color. After all, if there are colors we can't see, we wouldn't even know they exist. Well, it turns out that our understanding of color perception is a bit more complex than that. Some individuals can actually perceive more colors than the average person, a phenomenon known as tetrachromacy. Tetrachromacy isn't about seeing entirely new colors that the rest of us can't even fathom. Instead, it's a condition where certain individuals possess 4 independent channels for transmitting color information. This essentially transforms their sensory color space into a 4-dimensional realm, as opposed to the 3-dimensional color sense that most of us have. In practical terms, it doesn't mean you can spot an entirely new spectrum of colors. Rather, it allows you to differentiate between colors with exceptional clarity and precision. Now you might wonder when having this unique ability could come in handy. One practical application of the gift could be in the realm of interior design. You'll be able to pick out the perfect paint color for your walls with unparalleled accuracy. Additionally, some theories suggest that tetrachromacy might enhance vision in low-light conditions or when looking at screens. However, it's important to note that these ideas remain theoretical and haven't been conclusively proven. Nevertheless, it's worth mentioning that even if you do happen to possess tetrachromacy, we don't recommend trying to blend into your wall like a chameleon or sticking yourself into any peculiar situations to put your color-sensing abilities to the test. The human eye's ability to perceive the world in a multitude of colors is a fascinating aspect of our sensory experience, and tetrachromacy adds an intriguing layer to this complex puzzle of perception. Number 13. Fish odor syndrome. This condition, scientifically known as trimethylaminuria, is a challenging one. On the surface, people with this condition appear just like anyone else, going about their life. However, there's an extraordinary aspect to their existence. They grapple with fish odor syndrome, a result of the release of trimethylamine through their sweat, exhaled breath, and urine. This condition has a profound impact on the victim's life, making simple interactions a challenge due to the overpowering odor they emit, often described as fishy or akin to rotten onions. What's particularly intriguing, or rather perplexing, about this condition is that the victims cannot perceive the pungent smell that they unknowingly impart to their surroundings. It's through the reactions of others that they become aware of the discomfort their condition causes. As you can imagine, this would have resulted in a lifetime of anxiety and social challenges. Kelly Fiddlewhite is someone with this condition, and her professional life as a radiologist hasn't been spared from the effects of this condition either. She's faced numerous complaints about the odor, to the point where she had to shift her work hours entirely to night shifts. This change allowed her to limit her interactions with others significantly, sparing them from the discomfort of her unique metabolic condition. Unfortunately, there's no cure for fish odor syndrome, which means Kelly has had to find ways to manage it as best as she can. She's tried various strategies, including taking activated charcoal at least once a day. This approach helps cleanse her digestive system and, to some extent, mitigates the release of trimethylamine. Number 12. Elf ears. It's a common sight to encounter people dressed up as Santa's helpers, the elves, during Christmas. With their vibrant outfits, cheerful yet somewhat forced smiles, and iconic pointy elf ears, it's all part of the festive costume fun. However, what might come as a surprise to many is that for some individuals, those pointy ears are not a costume accessory. They're a part of their biology. This intriguing condition is known as elf ear or Stahl's ear. Elf ear is a unique condition where the outer part of the ear takes on a distinct pointed shape. Unlike some abnormalities, this condition is typically present at birth and often corrected during childhood. Interestingly, when left uncorrected, it doesn't cause any discomfort or hearing issues for the individual. In essence, it makes the act of cosplaying as an elf or any other pointy-eared character even more straightforward. Assuming, of course, you're a fan of any mainstream media elf. The scientific explanation behind these uniquely shaped ears is surprisingly straightforward. In normal ear development, 2 folds of cartilage shape the ear. However, in the case of Stahl's ear, a 3rd fold is added to the mix. When this additional fold of cartilage unfolds and takes shape, it results in a distinctive pointed ear shape. The phenomenon of elf ear serves as a fascinating testament to the intriguing variations that can occur in human biology. What might seem like a festive costume detail to some is an inherent and distinctive trait for others. It's a reminder that our bodies can present unique characteristics and quirks, even in the most unexpected places. Number 11. Mirror hand syndrome. This condition bestows an unusual form of symmetry upon the hand. In most cases, the symmetrical arrangement involves a central middle finger flanked by 3 other digits on either side, with no thumb in sight. The result is a person with a total of 7 or 8 fingers on that hand, which is certainly an interesting twist in the hand department. While having 7 or 8 fingers might make for unique high-fiving experiences, mirror hand syndrome also comes with its share of other differences. Beyond the hand itself, abnormalities are often observed in the forearm and elbow, which can limit movement throughout the entire arm, extending from the fingers up to the elbow joint. It's a complex condition that leaves its mark on various aspects of the affected limb. If you're wondering what causes this intriguing condition, you should know it's a question that has puzzled medical experts for quite some time. They believe that the genes responsible for guiding the positioning of limbs during development likely play a role. However, beyond this general idea, there's still much conjecture and mystery surrounding the exact mechanisms that lead to mirror hand syndrome. The silver lining here is that individuals diagnosed with mirror hand syndrome have options for correction through surgery. Specialized surgical procedures can address both the appearance and functionality of the affected hand, offering a chance for improvement and enhanced dexterity. Number 10. Cutaneous horn. Cornucutaneum, also known as cutaneous horn, is a rare form of skin tumor. A Chinese woman named Liang Jizwen suffered from this when a mole sprouted on her head. This unassuming growth soon became a source of relentless itching and discomfort. In her quest for relief, Liang turned to traditional Chinese medicine in the hopes of finding a cure. However, despite her efforts, the mole persisted. To her astonishment, it transformed into a horn-like growth protruding from her forehead. This bizarre development left both Liang and medical professionals bewildered. The growth had been steadily expanding for approximately 8 years, defying any logical explanation. This condition is common in older people, between those aged 60 and 70. In a world where the mysteries of the human body continue to baffle and amaze, Liang's experience is a reminder that there is still much to discover and understand. It reinforces the idea that even in the face of the unusual and perplexing, the pursuit of knowledge and solutions can lead to remarkable insights and discoveries. Number 9. Perfect pitch. When we hear about perfect pitch, our minds often conjure up images of incredible singers who never miss a note, creating a mesmerizing auditory experience. Indeed, having perfect pitch is synonymous with an innate ability to accurately identify and replicate musical notes. It's a remarkable gift, but surprisingly not limited to vocalists. Some individuals possess this incredible talent to play with precision, recognizing musical notes on the spot. For instance, they can hear a melody and instantly pinpoint that it's in C-sharp minor. This level of musical mastery is nothing short of extraordinary. Also, while many musicians may claim to have perfect pitch, the reality is that only a minuscule fraction of them are genuinely born with this remarkable gift. Statistically speaking, it's an exceedingly rare talent, with less than 1 in 10,000 people having a true perfect pitch. This scarcity makes it a precious gem in the world of music, even among professional musicians. It's a topic that sparks both fascination and controversy within the musical community. The question of whether perfect pitch is an innate trait or a skill that can be acquired through training has long fueled debates among scientific experts. While the jury is still out on this matter, what we do know is that, with dedication and rigorous training, one can learn to develop perfect pitch. However, it's no walk in the park. Those fortunate enough to be born with this finely tuned ear are akin to natural broadcasters. They possess an inborn advantage that sets them apart from the rest of us. Number 8. Proteus syndrome. Proteus syndrome is an exceedingly rare genetic disorder that captures the imagination due to its profound and often striking effects on an individual's physical appearance. Named after the Greek god Proteus, known for his ability to change shape, this condition lives up to its name by causing an array of anomalies in a person's body. At its core, Proteus syndrome is caused by a genetic mutation that leads to abnormal cell growth and tissue development. This mutation primarily affects the ACT1 gene, which plays a crucial role in regulating cell growth. As a result, individuals with this syndrome experience unchecked and disproportionate growth of various body parts, leading to dramatic physical differences from the general population. One of the most iconic figures associated with Proteus syndrome is Joseph Merrick, famously known as the Elephant Man. His case brought considerable attention to this condition. Joseph's facial features, head, and other body parts exhibited extraordinary growth, causing severe disfigurement. He became a living testament to the bewildering effects of Proteus syndrome. The manifestations of this syndrome can vary significantly from one affected individual to another. While some may experience an overgrowth of bones and tissues in the limbs, others may have pronounced asymmetry in the face, limbs, or trunk. The extent and severity of these abnormalities can differ widely. Number 7. Simeon crease. Amidst the intricate network of lifelines and the wealth of stories etched into the palm of your hand, some of you might notice a distinctive horizontal crease on your palm. It's known as a Simeon fold, And if you have it, consider yourself part of a unique club. The Simeon fold, scientifically referred to as a single transverse palm crease or STPC, manifests as two slightly offset palm creases, creating a distinct pattern, unlike the typical palm configuration. Interestingly, this fold has deep-rooted origins dating back in our evolutionary history. Genetics plays a significant role in this trait, and it's important to note that having a Simeon fold isn't typically associated with any other medical condition. However, it's more commonly observed in individuals with conditions like Down syndrome, fetal alcohol syndrome, or similar genetic variations. However, having a Simeon fold is, for the most part, harmless. It doesn't portend anything negative about your health. If anything, it gives your high fives and palm prints a touch of uniqueness that sets you apart from what some might consider normal. As we've explored in this discussion, being different is something to embrace and celebrate. It's what makes you special and adds to the rich tapestry of human diversity. Number 6. Morton toes. Morton's toe is a condition that affects a significant portion of the population, estimated at around 15%. It's characterized by having a second toe that appears longer than the big toe, thanks to a shorter first metatarsal bone. While this might seem like a minor anatomical variation, it can be a source of curiosity and intrigue for those who have it. It's important to understand that having Morton's toe is entirely normal and not a cause for concern. It's simply a natural variation in the way our bones are structured. Many individuals with this condition go through life without ever realizing they have it or experiencing any related issues. It doesn't significantly impact one's ability to walk, run, or engage in daily activities. In most cases, the slightly longer second toe doesn't cause pain or discomfort. It's just a distinctive characteristic that sets you apart. Interestingly, Morton's toe has even made its way into art and culture. Some famous statues from ancient Greece, like the Statue of Liberty, exhibit this trait. Additionally, it's been associated with historical figures and myths, adding to its mystique. Before we continue, let's have our subscribers pick for today. Edward Mordrick was undeniably unique, sporting a rare body feature only 1% of people have. He had two faces. Born into a noble English family, he was renowned for his intelligence and charm. To those who met him head-on, he appeared remarkably handsome. Yet concealed at the back of his head lurked a second face, as you can see in this picture. This mysterious additional feature seemed to murmur unsettling thoughts to him, ultimately driving him to take his own life. If this narrative rings a bell to you, it's because it served as the inspiration for a fictional portrayal. Edward Mordrick's life story found its way into 2 episodes of the popular TV series American Horror Story. This tale of duality and its grim consequences has captured the imagination of many, highlighting the fascination with the extraordinary and the eerie in our culture. Indeed, there are many perplexing conditions we cannot explain happening around us. What are your thoughts on the intriguing story of this young man? Feel free to share in the comment section below. Number 5. Phocomelia syndrome. Among the myriad of rare birth defects that exist in our world, few are as exceptionally rare as a condition known as phocomelia. Children born with this severe birth defect face the daunting reality of having several of their appendages and limbs significantly shortened. Some may even lack fingers entirely or have them fused together. It's a challenging condition that presents unique obstacles. 2 decades ago in Italy, a child named Nadia came into this world, and fate dealt her a remarkably different hand. She was born with an extraordinarily rare condition attributed to popular Amelia syndrome, a variant of phocomelia. Nadia entered the world without arms, and her legs were affected, with some parts missing. Additionally, she had a curved spine, a characteristic shared by many who are born with this condition. The medical forecast for individuals with phocomelia is often grim, with doctors expressing doubt about their ability to lead long lives. Yet, against the odds, Nadia has not only survived, but thrived. Her resilience and determination are nothing short of remarkable. Today, she is living life to the fullest, embracing each day with a spirit that defies expectations. What's even more astounding is that she has garnered a substantial following on her official Instagram account, where over 52,000 people are inspired by her journey and courage. Number 3. Tree-like skin. Didi Koswara is an Indonesian man whose skin bore a striking resemblance to the bark of a tree. His story is a remarkable tale of a rare skin disorder that made it exceedingly challenging for him to lead a normal life. His condition makes his skin appear scaly, with warts and macules marring its surface. The culprit behind this disorder was a heightened susceptibility to human papillomaviruses, which led to the development of this tree-like skin. It was a condition so unique and uncommon that it made it exceptionally difficult for Didi to connect with others, as who would want to associate with someone resembling a walking tree? The challenges Didi faced extend far beyond appearance. Imagine trying to walk when your skin is adorned with warts that could weigh up to a staggering 13 pounds. Everyday activities became arduous tasks. Despite these challenges, Didi's story gained widespread attention, and he became a focal point of several documentaries, including one featured on TLC. Tragically, he eventually faced complications stemming from his condition that would ultimately claim his life at the age of 42. Number 2. The DC2 Gene. If you find yourself caught between being a workaholic and needing a good night's sleep, you're facing quite a unique dilemma. However, some people are fortunate enough to dodge this predicament entirely. In 2009, researchers stumbled upon a remarkable case involving a mother and daughter who possessed a rare genetic mutation called DC2. While the conventional wisdom advises adults to aim for at least 7 hours of sleep, these two felt completely rejuvenated after merely 6 hours of slumber. This revelation piqued the interest of experts and led them to explore the possibility of more short sleeper cases. As scientists delved deeper into the world of sleep, they uncovered a surprising revelation. It turns out that this isn't just an isolated phenomenon. Research suggests that approximately 1 in every 400,000 individuals carries a similar genetic mutation, allowing them to thrive with just 1 hour less sleep than the rest of us. Now, for those who cherish their time in dreamland and resent the pressures of work, this may not sound like a fun revelation. However, for dedicated workaholics struggling to fit everything into their day, it's akin to discovering a hidden treasure. The catch, unfortunately, is that you can't simply acquire this genetic advantage if you weren't born with it. So, for the rest of us, it seems we'll have to wait for the distant possibility of a miraculous, limitless drug to become a reality. Until then, we'll continue to navigate the delicate dance between work and the precious hours of rest we all need. Number 1. Ectopia Cordis. Ectopia Cordis is a condition that demands the utmost attention and seriousness. It primarily affects newborns, and it's characterized by the heart being partially or fully located outside the body. What's more, this condition often comes hand in hand with other birth defects, which can make life exceedingly challenging for these fragile infants. It's an incredibly rare condition, affecting only about 8 out of every million babies born. This rarity adds to the gravity of the situation. Regrettably, many children born with Ectopia Cordis are stillborn or pass away within 3 days of birth. However, it's crucial to note that not all hope is lost. The global healthcare community has made remarkable strides in helping affected babies not only survive but thrive with the right treatment. Some of these children can live for weeks, months, or even years, defying the odds. Despite all the advancements in medical science, Ectopia Cordis remains a puzzling condition in terms of its exact cause. While there are theories, no concrete evidence has emerged to pinpoint the root of the issue definitively. Yet, what we can rely on is the dedication of researchers and healthcare professionals who continue to explore avenues for understanding and treating this rare condition. We can only hope that modern science will bring us closer to unraveling this medical mystery and finding solutions to give these brave little hearts the best chance at life. The enlightening stories of these unique people serve as a reminder of the remarkable tapestry of human genetic diversity. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.